and welcome to this episode of Ruby Newsday. I am Kay and this is Ruben.
Ghoul was actually meant to be a long feature film and was set to be released in 2016. However, Netflix bought the rights to Ghoul and a 3-part miniseries was born. Some scenes were refilmed and re-edited to fit the new format.
And spoiler here, if you haven't seen the series yet, stop, look away. The ending of Ghoul definitely left it open to a second season. Nida, played by Radhika Apte, who is the main protagonist of the series, is pretty much one of the only survivors of the series, and the question of what she will do next is left wide open.
It seems very likely that a second season will happen. We reached out to Netflix about the possibility of a second season and when it will happen, but unfortunately they cannot comment at this time, which is not an unusual response for Netflix, especially as it's early days yet and they will still be looking at their own analytics as to how well the show is actually doing.
Yep, Ruben recently reviewed Netflix's Ghoul, and there is a link in the description to that if you want to check it out. To say that the miniseries has had a mixed response, well, that's an understatement. And this does seem to be a trend now for Netflix's Indian series. There's a definite political tone from the viewers, at least in the comments and on Twitter.
Sacred Games, which we also reviewed and did a news piece on, was amazingly well filmed and acted, but it also had a lot of political issues, with some even trying to get the show banned because of how it depicted Mumbai and its government.
Well, it seems as though the same thing is happening with Ghoul. Some comments are as follows: I hear this Ghoul on Netflix is anti-national, anti-Hindu, ? It's propaganda in the garb of a horror series, ? That's from @GeetaSkapoor on Twitter, and on YouTube.
Camille Cantrivides says on our own review, it's neither thriller or horror, it's plain and simple a massive left liberal propaganda show. This is the niche heart of all current narratives getting churned out of the anti-India, anti-Hindu brigade. Watch it to understand how high standard propaganda moves are played.
Wow.
Who put the sticks up their butts?
What? No, that's just a...
So it's safe to say that Ghoul has had a mixed response. However, that being said, for others it's simply a great story about a mythical fantasy creature. For every negative response, there's been 2 positives, which is great news for the series and will probably mean that there will be a second season sooner than we think.
Not only have Netflix backed this series, but Blumhouse Productions, Ivanhoe Pictures and Indian Phantom Films all helped to produce Ghoul. Blumhouse are behind the film Get Out, Insidious and The Purge, and they really know the horror genre.
In fact, just recently Get Out was nominated for 4 Oscars, which included a Best Picture nomination. A horror nominated for Best Picture, that's just crazy. Blumhouse and Netflix are a great partnership for any horror series, and it would be safe to assume that even with all the political goings on, that Ghoul will probably get a second season and maybe even a third.
Thanks for watching our news segment on Ghoul, talking about fantasy things, my first horror fantasy novel in the vein of Harry Potter and Divergent meets Narnia. It's called Phaseborn and it's out on the 21st of September. I'm super excited about it, and for a chance to have a sneak peek at it for free, click the link in the description below.
Yeah, and for more news, reviews and everything ghoulish, please like, subscribe, hit that mystical bell, and remember, live long and Tuesday.
Oh, that was almost good. Wow.
Almost.
Mostly.
Be released in 2016.
2016? Woo!
What's a sexteen?
I don't know. I'm sure it is a thing. Let's do that again. Blah, 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 blah. Well,